Welcome back to the BCS Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. Today we're going to talk Bradley Central golf with our head coach, Mr. Chuck Clark. And if anybody has Bradley DNA, Chuck, you played ball here, you coached here in basketball, you coached here in baseball. Did you coach football?
No.
No football, huh?
No football.
But now you're coaching golf, so you probably have more Bradley DNA in you than anybody that I know of here on the staff here.
Well, I don't know so much about that. I guess when they ask me to do something, I try my best.
You got that kind heart, you know. Tell us who you brought with you today.
And I brought a couple of seniors with me. Caden Copeland on the far end. Of course, people are going to know Copeland name from his dad and uncles and cousins and all of that. And then Jonas Rayfield, who has some DNA. His family all came through here too. So,
well, that's good. It's always good to have it, keep that bloodline flowing there. For
DNA is thick in Bradley Central.
We say it's a family.
We are a family.
Yep, we really are.
So that's the key thing.
Well, Caden, let's talk to you guys here for a minute or two. You're a senior, played all 4 years of golf here at Bradley, I guess.
Sir.
How early were you? How young when you started playing golf?
I picked it up at a young age, but I really started playing in 6th grade. Yes, sir.
What is your? I like to ask you, what is your strength? You know, are you good driving off the tee, or your
my iron play?
Iron play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Around the green, are you good with the chip shots and all that? And
yes, sir. I particularly like to hit the green though. That way I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, stay out of them sand traps or whatever. You know?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know, you're a smart guy there. How about you, Jonas?
My ball striking with my irons is pretty good, and I can chip the ball pretty well as well.
On a good day, you're everything's flowing your way. What kind of score can you?
I can go.
What do you average?
I can go a couple under.
Can you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I hang right around even. Yes, sir.
That even?
Yes, sir.
Well, Coach, you got two pretty good players right there. If they can do that, I mean.
Well, they're pretty modest about. They both strike the ball really well off the tee, and we keep working on their putting, and they are good putters. Caden had a 35 the other day in a match that we had at Country Club, so you know he's going to go far and he can go under too. And Jonas has gone under before, so they're strong players.
Yeah.
And I've had to use their guidance and direction with these guys. So
golf is a lot like, I would say, track and field. It's an individual sport. It's a mental game, and you've got to, if you blow it off the tee, you've got to forget that and move on, and try to recover from that. But you can't let it get to you. I don't play golf here. I'm telling you how to do that, of course, but I don't play golf. But you see some guys wrap their clubs around a tree. You know, they get so disgusted and upset. You guys ever do that kind of? You're grinning like you've done that, Caden.
I have. Yes, sir.
Really?
that's one of the things that it's funny because I have to say something every now and then. I gave them a song to think about.
A song.
A song.
Okay.
Old Bob Marley song. Three Little Birds. And so when it gets to that point, they're supposed to have that on their phone and pull it out and play it. And it just when you hear the song, it makes you smile, and they think of me, and it gets their minds off of what they just did. And but all I have to do is walk up and ask them if they're not playing well. Then I look at them and say, well, then you got to smile about it, because go to the next shot.
Yeah.
And that puts that into their head.
Life's too short.
Life is too short. And golf is just a game.
They'll be thinking about that song 20 years from now. They'll think about, well, Coach Clark, he's played a silly song for us to tell us to play it whenever things are not going good. Yeah.
If that's true, then that would be great.
Yeah. Who's going to assist you this year?
I got Kyle Lindbergh, who came in. He helped us last year, and he worked basically with the JV last year. And so when Robbie was called to go someplace else, then we just kind of slid up the ladder.
Up the food chain there, so to speak. Yeah. Well, people don't realize this unless they're involved in the program, have kids involved. The golf season starts before school even takes up again. You guys started playing in July, didn't you, I think?
We started practicing in July officially, and these guys play all year.
Yeah.
They'll play tournaments and Sned's Tour and all of that, and so these guys are dedicated.
Speaking of playing, where do you normally play your like the home match? Where would you play that at typically?
Well, we'll play it at Flagstone.
Flagstone. Yeah.
Or we have partnered with Cleveland
Mm-hmm.
High School, so we play at the club quite a bit too. So both courses. These guys are junior members up there, so they're used to playing up there.
That's your home course. You'd call that your home course, you know?
Yeah.
You're the pro up there, I guess you could
No,
say, at that place. Has the heat, which was extremely crazy in July and early part of August, does that bother you out there on the golf course? I mean, are you guys allowed to use golf carts? You have to walk the course when you're playing in high school.
You have to walk.
You have to walk it. Can you have a caddy? If your daddy will caddy for you got to carry your own bags or
No,
whatever?
sir, I wish.
Well, that doesn't help in that heat, does it? Coach is riding around the cart, I'm sure, himself.
Yeah.
He's got to take care of things there.
I carry the water and Gatorade, Powerade.
Got to keep them hydrated.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will you be playing in-season tournaments during the season coming up here in the next little while?
Well, we've got what is it, Windstone guys
Windstone, was that next week?
next week, and then we go up to Ray County and play, and the coach there is just taking over. He's been there maybe a year,
Mm-hmm.
so he's putting together a tournament for us to come over there and play, and they will host the district this year, so
That'll
it'll
be good.
for us to go.
Yeah.
And then these two guys will qualify for city prep down in Chattanooga and play at Bear Trace.
Okay.
I feel certain that they'll be in the field.
And you have co-ed team, boys and girls.
Yes.
What's your makeup as far as number of boys and girls off the top of your head?
Well, I mean, we're really young. Let's see. I think we've got about 13 guys that are playing, 3 seniors, no juniors. So that tells you that we're very young,
Mhm.
and these guys have done a great job with the younger people. They really have. I'm missing Nick Guerin, but he's the other senior, and these guys have shown great leadership and willingness to work with these freshmen, some of them that come in, because I know that they can be a pain in the posterior. But they've got great patience with them.
These guys are probably paying the posterior when they were freshmen too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I know that. So, but you know what? You got a bunch of really, really fine young people,
Mhm.
people of character, and you have to. If you play golf and you call a penalty on yourself, that says a lot of something
Oh, yeah.
very special. So, that's the way these young men are, and the way our team is.
I believe you've got a match today, don't you? We're recording this Wednesday morning here.
Yeah, who do we play, guys?
Cleveland, Walker Valley.
Okay.
Like you don't know. And where will you play that match at?
Flagstone.
Flagstone. That's a district match for you there, I guess? Or is
Yes.
who's in our district besides Walker? Is it McMinn County, Oodawall, those guys at Ray County?
McMinn, Ray, Sequoia,
Okay.
and then Valley.
I was asking about your makeup. How many girls you have involved in the program, the girl side?
Right now, we just have 3. So we freshmen came up from Lake Forest last year. Eddie Guerin, Nick's little sister.
Yeah, I
and
know that.
Kobe Ann Turner, which her mom teaches up here with us, got a sister. That's a cheerleader too. So, and then we have Gracie Sermons, who's a sophomore that played last year for us.
Okay, so you're all young.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
real good. The future looks bright, but if these people will keep working at it.
And just get some good coaching, that's,
That's the beauty of golf is that it is a team sport.
You're not calling plays, are you?
But individual
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So my biggest concern is what they're thinking about.
Mhm.
Proper shot hit. You're not going to hit a wood out of thick rough. You'll put the ball back in play, and getting these guys to understand that they may think they can pull that shot off.
Mhm.
They're against them ever doing it. So I think last year you and I rode around and we did that, didn't we? And he hit a wood. I'd throw some heavy rough and he'd try his wood, and then I pulled out that 7-iron. That 7-iron was in the woods. So it's just,
Teaching.
well, it's just opened their eyes to ways of doing things.
You've been there and done it times.
I'm in the rough a lot. Trees, rough, trying to head out of water. Yeah, that's me.
What's a good life if you're using a wood? You know,
Like 285.
285.
Yes, sir.
That's getting out there pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Same for me.
About the same thing for you there.
Yeah.
Got a big Saturday, I understand too, that will be there.
Oh yeah. Cake breakfast.
Old boys like to eat, you know, over at Aubrey's, which is, I can't brag enough on Aubrey's. You know, they do this free of charge. And partnering with, but all the other organizations around town to cake breakfast 8 to 10 for $5. Can't beat it.
No. Pancakes, eggs, bacon.
Whatever
and
beverage
sausage,
you want.
Yeah. And it's, you know, Aubrey's. I mean, that's their special group. They
Oh,
would
that's
do
nice.
that for us. Oh yeah, I don't mind spending, you know, my money there at all because they work with all the schools, and that's when you have people support those people who are supporting their schools here. So yeah,
Partnering with soccer, and you guys are going to be serving it.
Yeah, I'll
You
be
know,
there.
you be there. Savannah have some of her girls there serving too. So come on out at 8 to 10 Saturday at Aubrey's. This Saturday the 20th.
I think they might need to bus tables instead of serve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know that.
I think it'd be.
Yeah.
See how it moves around, table off.
Yeah, I think it'd be great for them. Talk postseason. Now, when will that take place for the postseason? Is that?
I think the third week.
So you're about a month away then.
Yeah.
Those days is 17th.
And then the 26th, 29th, something like that. The last week is the region. So I expect us to keep on. I got a lot of faith in these young men.
That district tournament, does everybody go like in basketball? Everybody starts at least and then weed out the.
They're down some.
Yeah.
So when you go to the region,
Is it 2 or 3 teams?
well, that's what I'm going to check because I thought that they changed to 3 but then if not, then you have players that will qualify for the region.
If the team doesn't make
If
it.
the team does. And then it's 5 players after that. And so that's the few little quirks that I hadn't worried about, right? Because I plan on us taking our team. So, you know, last year we were successful enough to do that. And I'm thinking that we're going to.
Something else I want to ask. Forget about does someone become a part of the team? The team, or how did you guys get on? You know, on the team. They played in middle school.
We'll have tryouts during a quick tryout before when school gets out.
Yeah.
And then that way that they'll be working on their game and getting prepared in July. Then we'll have the I guess unofficial and have the official and then go from there. But normally you're going to, you know, if a young man or lady can play, we'll get them out here and let them play.
When you are having like today, you go with 5 players.
We're taking 6 today, 6 guys and 3
and they'll all compete.
play and compete. So it just gives a little bit more experience.
Yeah.
But when actual play comes, you take the top 5. So that's why working their way, see who's going to be top 5.
Well, that's I want to ask you that. That could change during the year. Somebody's having a bad year. Goodness gracious, some people get hurt, you know. I mean, don't have it. You're starting 5 right now. A little bit changed.
What was it? Last year, a little dead period. Turned around and they else, and they came practice. I think he came down and practiced some one day, and then worked on a few little things, and got him back up to go. Everybody goes through slumps.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Atlanta Braves, and they have some guys go through slumps, and players go through slumps.
Yeah.
That 39 that he had the other day, I think it was a slump for him. missed a few shots that he normally would make. I'm looking to see something better today.
Always
And
another
so-
hope.
Oh yeah. So these guys, their slump is going to be really small.
Mhm.
Whereas some of these other guys may be that they just go back, hit some balls, work on a few things.
Work on that mental part of it. That's a huge part.
I forget who said 90% of it's mental.
Yeah. And the other 50%. Yogi Bear.
Yogi
somebody
Bear.
said that. Yeah. Okay. I wish you guys, Kate and Jonas, the best of luck for your match, especially today. Walk down Cleveland, crosstown rivals. Take care of business there if you can, and stay injury free. And coach, good luck down the road there. We'll do this thing again.
Oh yes.
Till next time, we'll wrap our show up here on the Bear Network, saying so long, God bless, and go Bears and Bearheads.